Jussie Smollett is a prime example for why Black people shouldn't cape for Black people just because they are Black. Okay?
Hi everybody, I am Kenya and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I want to talk about the Jussie Smollett situation. So I'm just going to add my 2 cents and be done with it. So unless you have been living under a rock, Jussie Smollett, who is an actor on Empire, he plays the character Jamal Lyon, concocted this whole story that he was jumped at 2 o'clock in the morning and that the perpetrators poured bleach on him and they were yelling gay slurs and saying that it is MAGA country or whatever. Now, when this first hit social media that, you know, he was beaten and his ribs are bruised and all that, like, honestly, I felt no emotion. Usually when I hear about, you know, injustices that happen to Black people, I feel something in my spirit. I'm not sure if I just didn't feel anything emotionally about the situation. Maybe I'm numb to it. Maybe I'm so used to these situations occurring that it just does nothing to me at all. Or maybe I just felt nothing because, I don't know, I just felt nothing. So all celebrities were, you know, reposting his pictures. You know, there was an outpour of, you know, love that was shown from him from, like, you know, his celebrity friends. You know, Lee Daniels, he made this huge statement or whatever. Erykah Badu said something, I guess she tweeted or she posted something on Instagram, like, why are we just gonna get up and run with this story? Everybody got on Erykah Badu's case. Oh, Erykah Badu, that's not right. Black people go through this and that. Now, Erykah Badu, she's a Pisces just like myself. We are very intuitive. We are empathic. We basically have a sixth sense. We know when bullshit is bullshit. We could just sense it. We could just feel it. The vibe just be like, nah sis, nah son. So I, you know, was like, okay, whatever, when I first heard the story. And then as the details unfolded and unfolded and unfolded and unfolded and unfolded, I'm just like, today's February 21st, mind you. So I'm trying to post this video tomorrow on February 22nd. But let me just tell you, as details have unfolded and unfolded, I'm just like, Jesus, Christmas. It's so funny because all of these so-called YouTube journalists, they be killing me. They be doing the absolute most. So, like, people that do commentary on videos, so they're like, oh, it was a polar vortex, it was below 0 degrees. Do you know that bleach freezes at 19 degrees? First of all, I live in New Jersey. We've had some days where it's been below 0 degrees. My time living in New Jersey, I would be walking to school in the freezing cold, snow up to my kneecaps, school would not be closed. And they act like Jussie walking from his apartment or wherever he was, his hotel, to Subway, he was going to be frozen because it was below 0. No, it does not work that way. This is why you bundle up. Like, everybody's making it impossible for him to be out in sub-zero weather. And I'm just like, why is everybody being so dramatic and being so, you know, like nobody else was out because it was a polar vortex. They making it seem like Jussie was the only person that went outside. And I'm just like, I'm sure other people go outside. And they're saying, oh, well, bleach freezes at 19 degrees Fahrenheit. So you get, as soon as somebody throw bleach on Jussie, he gonna freeze. Now, if I fill up this cup with water and I put it in my freezer, it ain't gonna freeze right away. It take time for it to freeze. So he could have still made it from that location to his hotel and not been frozen. Like, some of these YouTube journalists, I'll be like, yo, y'all doing the most. I'm not sure if y'all just trying to sound smart. I don't know what the problem, I don't know what it is. So a lot of these YouTube journalists, air quotes, I just take the information with a grain of salt, put it like that. But anyway, that's beside the point. So then it came out that in 2007, Jussie Smollett was driving drunk, got a DUI, and used his brother Jake Smollett, his younger brother Jake Smollett's identity. And then he was charged, you know, for stealing someone, basically steal somebody's identity back in 2007. So he does have a history of being a liar, pants on fire. But then he went on Good Morning America and he did an interview, and he was so angry about being questioned about why he went to the store at 2 a.m. in the morning to get a sub sandwich. Now, I'm not going to get up at 2 a.m. and polar vortex whether to go to Subway. I'm sorry. Maybe Chipotle, you know, if it was like a bar that was all night, open all night, and the kitchen was still open. But Subway, that food is trash. Like, he would have been better off going to 7-Eleven and getting one of those little deli sandwiches, or like a pack of oodles and noodles from like a corner bodega or something. But that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm more suspect that he left home at sub-zero weather, like everybody else, to go to Subway out of all places. Subway? Subway, my dude. Subway. Nah, son. I wouldn't be doing it. But anywho, Jussie Smollett, this is a prime example of why, just because someone is black and, you know, they say something happened to them, we don't always have to root for other people because they are black. You know, we feel as, you know, a collective group that we always have to, you know, stick behind black people, you know, even if we don't know all the facts, and show love and show gratitude just because they are black. And I had a friend, shout out to you because I know you're gonna watch this video. He texted me and he said, you know, Umar Johnson opened up a school. And I was like, good for him or whatever. And I just was unenthused. I'm like, well, I don't really like Umar Johnson, because I'm like, he uses his platform to talk really badly. He used to talk really badly about black women, and I just don't support that. And I'm like, well, good luck to him or whatever. Because my thing is, I went to an all-black school growing up, so he ain't the first person to create an all-black school. You know what I'm saying? I went to a school called Chad School, which was on South 9th Street in Newark, New Jersey. And then I went to Chad Science Academy, which was the high school, which was located on South 7th Street. And it was operated and owned by black people. And let's not forget, during the, you know, time W.E.B. Du Bois was around, when he was coming up with his talented 10th theory. You guys don't know about that, go Google it. And he was building, you know, this is where Hampton University, Howard University, Tuskegee University, Morgan State University, all these black institutions, you know, came to fruition, you know, because black people couldn't get into white schools, so black people had to create their own schools. So it's not anything new of black people starting and owning their own schools. So that's just that. That's just a lesson of caping for black people just because they black, period, point blank. So anyway, what ended up happening, if you are not following the news story, is that he paid 2 of his cast members who were extras on one of the episodes to stage this whole jumping and beat down of him. You know, the police questioned him. Come to find out, they saw him on camera at a local beauty supply store buying ski masks and rope and all this extra stuff for it. And from what I heard, Jussie paid these 2 men with a check. So they told the police that Jussie paid them $35 to help him stage this, you know, situation. And Jussie paid them with a check. Now, Jussie and I are the same age, so I'm just like, bro, Jussie, like, bro, like, you really paid them with a check? Like, I'm so disappointed in Jussie. I just want to know, Jussie, like, why did you lie? Like, why did you lie? Like, what did you expect to gain from this lie? And from the last time I checked, I told you today is February 21st, 2019. He was arrested and charged with a felony for basically lying to the police. Do you know the amount of crime that goes on in Chicago? And you are taking away from precious other cases that need to be solved, of other unsolved murders and things of that nature, because you want to be messing around. Like, what did you plan to gain? I just want to know why at this point, Jussie. At this point, you might as well just come out and just tell everybody, like, you know what, my bad. I did it because we all want to know, Jussie, why did you do that? Like, I'm so disappointed in you, Jussie. Like, why? And then he goes on, he had a concert a few days after this happened, because the whole beatdown occurred on January 29th. And he's talking about he done gave Tupac, bro, him. Like, we have so much respect for Tupac, it's not even funny. Don't ever use your name and Tupac's in the same sentence again, Jussie. Like, don't do it. But that was crazy. Like, the whole situation was crazy. And now, you know, he's on his show Empire. I hear that they're cutting him out of scenes. And Empire, trust me, like the first season I watched faithfully and then I wasn't as interested, but trust me, I'm gonna be tuning in because I want to see how his character is phased in and out, like if they're gonna phase him all the way out. I'm curious. So this next season of Empire, trust me, their ratings are gonna spike. However, a lot of these advertisers are probably looking like, we don't want to sponsor that show we don't want no parts of Jussie and his lying behind. It's so crazy because a lot of people don't really want to believe that Jussie Smollett will go through this extent to lie and to make up things. But, I mean, here we are. So I'm just going to listen out and wait for details. Like I said, some people believe that he was set up. And they're hoping like that something else comes of the story so that they don't want... Because people don't want to believe that their favorites, is a liar, because that's a major character flaw, basically. You know what I'm saying. Jussie is really not talking at the moment, but from what I've heard of him last, he's basically sticking to his story that he was jumped or whatever, and that's that. So we're gonna see how this, which way this goes. A lot of celebrities had to backtrack, delete their tweets, delete their Instagram posts, and supported him. Like I say, racism is serious in this country. Being black, because he was black and part of the LGBTQ community, community. I'm not sure what his intentions were, but you can't be playing on people's emotions and things like that. That's not funny. And the Chicago Police Department has, a lot of their own problems. A lot of things go down at their precinct. I believe they have scandals. We have to be careful when it comes to racism because, it's a very sensitive topic and thing in this country. And it's really not funny. So, I don't know what's going to happen with Jussie Smollett. Do I think that they should lock him up? I feel like they should, because had a white person came out and said that black people beat them and jumped them and lied on them, guess what? It would be an uproar if they didn't go to jail. It would be fucking crazy chaos and mayhem. And we all know, like, the case of Emmett Till. Like, we all learned about this as a kid. Emmett Till, he was killed when he was 14 years old because a white woman said that he whistled at her. And on her deathbed, she admitted that he lied. There's been so many things that black men have been accused of doing, and it's been a lie. And we want that person prosecuted. So, I feel like, I'm not saying Jussie should go to jail for 5-10 years, but there should be some type of consequences, because we already got enough problems in this country. We don't need extra, outrage for nothing. We don't need, the black community to be going ham and to be getting all, riled up for things that they shouldn't be riled up for, period. This is something that could really happen, and I wouldn't want that to happen to any black man that I know. So that's just my 2 cents on the whole situation, as it unfolded. Me just waiting for all the details to come out and just being disappointed in the end. Like, Jussie, why? So, with that being said, put your 2 cents in the comment section, but be respectful because I'm a very nice person. And I'm going to see you guys in my next YouTube video. Toodles.
Within this phony attack received national attention for weeks. Celebrities, news commentators, and even presidential candidates weighed in on something that was choreographed by an actor. First, Smollett attempted to gain attention by sending a false letter that relied on racial, homophobic, and political language. When that didn't work, Smollett paid $3,500 to stage this attack and drag Chicago's reputation through the mud in the process. And why? This stunt was orchestrated by Smollett because he was dissatisfied with his salary. So he concocted a story about being attacked. Now, our city has problems, we know that, but to put the national spotlight on Chicago for something that is both egregious and untrue is simply shameful.